there is energy inside the body. If there were no energy, the body could be dead. And this is recognized in yoga, in Tai Chi, in Qigong, and other disciplines that teach you how to control the energy inside the body. And there are many different reasons why it is valuable to learn to control this energy. Many reasons. They have a lot to do with having a good life versus having a crappy life. One of the reasons is that when you gain control over this energy, you gain control over sexuality. When the energy flows to the lower chakras and beyond, towards the sexual organs, there is a pulsating push towards experiencing orgasm. I'm sure you have experienced that. And then it's a call for indulgence, sexual indulgence, which releases a lot of energy that can be used for other purposes. And I'm not talking about yoga only. If you read Freud, he said that people that abuse libido, they become de-energized, and they tend to do not accomplish anything in life. And we call this energy libido. So it's extremely important to learn to control the sexual energy. And I'm not talking about celibacy here, okay? That's a different story. I'm talking about gaining control so that you can practice moderation. And there is a huge difference between being moderate in sexuality and being immoderate. And this cannot be attained only through thinking or willpower. These things can help, yes, they can help, but you need to gain control over the energy. You need to understand the energy equation in the body. So I'm going to share with you a way to control the sexual energy so that you're not disturbed anymore by the sexual energy. And then you choose when to express sexuality. You choose freely, in moderation. Because if we don't learn to do this, then the likelihood of immoderation is pretty high. And on top of it, as we are seeing today in the world, we are finding that many individuals are being manipulated by their sexual energy, their sexual impulses into doing very stupid things, very damaging things to others and to self, to their own mind-body system. So if humanity is gonna grow beyond these basic impulses and perverse impulses that we are seeing in the news, controlling the energy is necessary. So I want to contribute with a grain of sand, bringing more clarity about how to do this. It's not that difficult. But once you put the energy under control, once you know how to do it, as I will explain, then you will not have the urge to express this energy in a sexual way. It will be available to you to express it in creative ways, through creativity, in thinking, art, poetry, science, discoveries, service to others, creativity, activity, work. The word work, I don't like it really. I would say service to humanity. That is work. Should be eliminated from the dictionary. Work. Ugly word. So now, how you can control the sexual energy so that you don't feel the need to experience orgasm. Look, it's very simple. You will find in the yoga books all type of techniques to do this, especially white tantra, not talking about red tantra or black tantra, no, but white tantra and other methods in yoga. They will teach you many techniques through breathing and visualizations and you name it. But what I'm going to share with you is the simplest way and the most effective, I would say. And it's very, very simple. According to yoga, there are 7 centers, 7 energy centers in the spine. One is here at the crown, then a second one is at the level of the pineal gland, then there is another one here in the throat, and then in the heart, solar plexus, sacrum, and coccyx. 7 chakras. There are 3.5 chakras, meaning the coccyx, sacrum, solar plexus, and part of the heart center that are human. The coccyx has to do with survival. It's a drive for survival, getting money and staying in good health. Sacrum is about pleasure. The solar plexus is about ego, attaining success, creating a good ego, self-confidence, self-concept, improving our self-concept, which is a fake concept. It's the fake self, but the fake self can be very sick when it's negative, when you believe that you are unworthy of anything, or it can be healthier, not healthy entirely, but healthier, when you believe good things about yourself, without going into the other extreme, which is narcissism, right? And then the heart center, it's about love, but there are 2 types of love there. One is romantic love, and the love that you feel for your dear ones. Another one is unconditional love, love for humanity, love for animals, love for life, love for the universe. That includes your mind, body, organism too. Unconditional love, divine love. So the 3.5 lower chakras have to do with the human part, the human experience. Above this is the divine experience. So what do? Very simple. You keep the attention in the higher chakras from the 4th and up, and you don't go below with you as awareness. You as awareness, you don't go there. You just leave that to the divine. All the issues, everything that pertains to the human experience, you leave it to the divine to take care of it. And you, in the body, you focus from the 4th chakra here and up. And then you're free from sexual desire. Truly. Completely. If you stay all day long in the divine chakras, you don't feel any sexual urge. And you have put the sexual desire under control. And it's a great step forward. Now, it's a good question to ask yourself, is any limitation to this method? Yes, I would say that eventually, let's say after 1 week or 2 weeks or 3 weeks, you will feel that it becomes more and more difficult to stay in the higher chakras, that is the flow of energy that naturally flows through the back of the throat down first, and then you are lifting it up by keeping awareness in the higher centers. The flow of energy eventually will be calling for expression of sexuality through orgasm. So at some point you may need anyway to indulge, but there is a big difference when you are focusing, you as awareness focusing in the lower chakras, because then the need for indulgence will skyrocket. When you live a normal sexual urge and a normal sexual desire, you will feel that the need for expression through orgasm and sexuality will become quite distant. It can be, depending on the age, a few days or a week or 2 weeks or even more. It depends also on the age of the mind-body organism. When that happens, of course, the more normal, the more loving is the expression also. Normal and loving, I would say these two things, normal and loving, the better. And you define there what normal is. We all know what normal is and abnormal is. So you need to find in life a way to express this urge in a normal way, so that you will not be pushing for abnormal ways. So this is the wisdom behind monogamy, finding a partner in life that you care, that you love, and expressing sexuality with your partner. Remember 2 things, normality and love. In the moment of orgasm, when you are with your partner, and you will experience, if the intention is there, to experience love, not just pleasure, but love, you will experience a burst of love during the orgasm. And that is what is the most beautiful part of sexuality, right? It's not pleasure. Pleasure is of the second center. Love is of the fourth center, a divine center. So keep your attention in the upper chakras all the time. Forget the lower chakras. Don't bring the attention to the lower chakras. Now, from the non-duality perspective, you are awareness, right? From an awakened perspective, you are awareness. Awareness is the life here in the mind-body organism. Attention is another word for awareness. So, you as awareness, stay away from the lower chakras. Keep the attention, keep yourself up. Keep yourself in the higher chakras. Don't stimulate the lower chakras. Leave them alone. Leave them to take care of themselves. And you will be free from problematic sexual impulses. I would recommend that you watch this video more than once. It's not so easy to understand this. It takes time. So watch it a few times until it really sinks in you. you really understand it with your cells. And as you put it into practice, come back to it to recheck if you are really aligned with the principles that I have been telling you until you succeed. If you succeed at putting the sexual urge under control, it's a great step forward in the evolution of the mind-body organism and the soul. So great evolution happens when you put the sexual energy under control. It's a great step forward. Yeah. And we want the mind-body organism to evolve, even if you have awakened, because the experience of living here will be much better than living in a primitive mind-body organism, shaken and swayed by primitive urges and motivations. The higher motivations are in the upper chakras.